talking to you guys right after the game. You guys were hungry to look at the film and get back out here.
Right.
Did you get a sense of that these last couple of days?
Definitely. So obviously we didn't play our best game defensive, as a team, special teams included. So we kind of observed the film and kind of analyzed what we did wrong and kind of to build on that. So we have some things that we're really going to make sure that we emphasize this week.
Does it tell you anything about this team that even the big win at North Carolina, you guys weren't completely satisfied, and then last week weren't satisfied, but you're finding ways to win. Does that tell you something about this group?
Yes and no. It means that we have like the will to win, but each week is going to be different. So sometimes you won't get those same opportunities to kind of win the game. So the opportunities that you do have during the game, you need to make sure you capitalize on them.
How rewarding, I know you guys have worked so much on takeaways and that kind of thing. How rewarding is it that you're seeing that play out these first couple of weeks?
It definitely feels good, especially like during the game. It helps shift momentum for our offense and things like that for our team. So, it definitely feels great, but we have to keep going because if you don't get those, that we've seen that can actually you can lose games that way if you don't get those turnovers. So that's what we really want to do, make sure that we get turnovers for the offense.
I thought you said something great right after the game. Said a performance like this is the kind that gets you beat.
Definitely.
Is that something you've passed on to your teammates as a leader?
Definitely, because I've been here since the 111 year, and so it's kind of hopefully it's gotten better sort of each year, and so I kind of want to set the bar and have them take the bar and set it even higher for the next person. So that's really my goal, is trying to build that winning culture for Cal.
Are you guys, it doesn't sound like the coaching staff is, as teammates, are you surprised at all what you're seeing Patrick Laird do?
Heck no. Patrick Laird, no offense to my other teammates, when we have our workouts during the winter and the spring, that's what I go up against. Hey, Patrick. Probably too far away, but whenever we do our agility drills, that's what I go against. I want Patrick Laird. So, because if I can beat him in any of the agility drills as far as like speed or change of direction, I can pretty much beat anybody in the country. So, yeah, he's a smart guy. He's the guy I make music with too. So we hang out every once in a while. But we're not surprised at all. He's a hard worker. He likes to read books, and so he's kind of one of those guys that he's not going to really make any mistakes. So he's a phenomenal athlete too. And that's a lot of people don't. He's a deceptive athlete. So you better be on your game when you're playing against Patrick Laird.
Are you enjoying watching him be able to do this on this stage?
It's funny. It's funny because everybody's like, oh, like Patrick Laird, who's that guy? And I'm like, he does that all the time. Like, he's been doing that since the day he got here. So, I'm not surprised at all.
When did you first realize he could lay down the beats like he does?
To be honest, when he first got here, Calfani came up to me. He was like, because everybody else I like music and things like that. He was like, man, Patrick Laird can make beats. I'm like,
he's straight out of
I'm like, heck no. And then one day I went over to his house and I was like, whoa, dude is talented. From the field to the classroom to music, it's crazy. So I noticed from that time, I want to say it was maybe a month or two after he got here.
So how often do you guys make music?
Now since he goes to bed so early now, so after he's done reading, I'm serious. After he's done reading, he goes to bed at like 9. So it's a little bit less during the season, but for sure during the spring and summer, I was over his house a lot.
Like 2-3 times a week?
Probably like 2. Probably like 2. Depends on the week.
We couldn't even get him to show any joy about his performance.
Oh yeah, he's not going to. He's not going to talk about it. He's not going to talk about his music. He's not going to talk about any of it. But it's there. You gotta, I don't know, maybe give him a cookie or something. What kind of candy do you like? Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go, dude. Good luck. Good luck.
I don't know if it's too early yet. Have you seen much of Ole Miss? Do you have any first impressions on them?
Definitely. A lot of athletes. There are a lot of size. The SEC, things like that. So. You know what you're going to get from there. You got a lot of athleticism and things like that. So you kind of just have to be able to make sure that your assignment sound, things like that. So they're a great team. So we're just going to prepare, be physical, and just play hard. Right.
They've got almost 1,000 yards passing in their first 2 games. What have you seen? Is there a little bit of last year's Cal offense in what you're seeing from them in terms of the way they spread it around?
I wouldn't say that. The biggest thing that we're focusing on is how we're going to stop what they're doing. That's really what we're focusing on, making sure that everybody, all the communication I talked about on Saturday, just making sure that everybody's on the same page. So, you can have the New England Patriots out there on Saturday, but as long as we know what we're doing and we're assignment sound, it really shouldn't matter.